Hello and welcome to Trendz Travel. I am your host Nadia Dambuza. Today we are so excited as we find ourselves outdoors at the Henops hiking trail. Now alert level 3 means that we'll soon be able to go to hair salons. However, there are those that would still much rather stay at home. Up next we have some DIY tricks for the skeptics.
Driven by his passion for hair, raw talent and creative vision, celebrity hairstylist Johnny Timothy of Johnny Hair Designs has been in the hair business for over 20 years. His artistic skills include working with the likes of actress Ayanda Tabete and renowned international hair guru Pecula Riley. With hair salons opening their doors for business soon under lockdown level 3, we got a few DIY hair tips for those who are still not brave enough to leave their homes, yet but still want to look like they had just stepped out of a hair salon. How can you assist them at home?
Okay, at home, I'm gonna show how to clean weaves because I got my long weave here. I'm going to use my best friend's Batiste dry shampoo. I'm going to show you how to clean the weaves and then how to blow dry and then how to style.
How many looks are you going to give us?
Three looks.
3 looks?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's start with
the first look. I'm going to show how to clean and brush it from the back to the bottom. Right. I started from the back to brush it and using the body spray until the bottom. Because of the body spray is like it helps a lot in terms of make like silk smooth and bouncing and shine without using any serum. This one was straight, like the first one straight. So I tried to make a fringe and put some highlight colors on top. So for those who have a mannequin at home, it's so simple. So just put your weave on the mannequin and use the body spray and shake it first and spray it. I'm reviving the curls and trying to be creative because I did color on top. This weave was straight, like it's a just normal weave, the straight one. Yeah. So I just put the curls. Yes. Was looking a little bit dry, so I put it like just a little bit of serum to revive the curls. You can see now it's look fresh, it's look new.
It looks very fresh.
Yeah, it looks very fresh, new. And it's bouncing. Okay, if you can look out of this one, it's look pixie and finger whip. So I'm gonna wash it and style it. Yes, just wash and style, like just normal co-wash. Yes. I'm done with wash it, so I'm going to put a foam wrap, then I'm going to put the under the dryer. I'm doing finger whip. This one, like to do it at home, it's not easy. You must bring it inside when salons open. Yeah, I can't do it finger whip at home. It's not easy. So whoever doesn't have a dryer at home, you can put it in the sun for maybe for 2 hours. It looks nice. I'm done with styling my wigs. Remember, I started the long one, the first one. That was blow dry it and curl it, and then I came with the short one. Not that short, it's just a normal size to revive the curls. So the last week was the pixie one. So I did the finger weave styling, wash it and styling. I hope I helped you guys at home to how to style or take care of the weave during this lockdown.
A lot of people said they are coming out of lockdown with books, songs and a lot of grand ideas. Now Sandile got bitten by the creative bug a long time ago. Let's see what he does with wood.
Art, art and more art. Imagine it and see it come to life. These are the artistic expressions carved out of passion by Sandile and Gabi right in their backyard.
The company started in 2017, June 2017. That was after we resigned. So, but then before that, we didn't know what we will end up doing furniture. We both from the sales environment. So after resigning, then we started events. We done the events. As we were busy doing the different events, then we saw a gap in the market. Okay, these people are using furniture. How about we supply them?
We actually saw a need that we should supply catering companies here.
Yeah, then we started small. We started small with chopping boards.
So who's the creative brains behind the beautiful design?
We both creative. We both creative. What would you say?
It's all about...
because you'll come with the idea, then I'll also come with an idea.
Yeah, then we research.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff, we always online.
Okay.
Yeah, as I told you earlier, people send us photos and say, can you do this? We don't turn them back. So we will try whatever until it's perfect. So, but since we started selling in 2017, all our customers are happy. So we're selling nationwide, we're delivering. We actually don't have a middleman. So we manufacture, we make a finished product, we deliver. Well, this one it's not varnished yet, but just to protect the surface, we need to varnish it. But that's why we decided to do the glass top.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just short of the varnish, but we prefer it like this because this one is ours.
Yeah.
So, but for the next person, whether they want it black, white, we can do any color.
It can come in any color, yeah.
Then I think it goes well with these happy legs. So
these are happy.
Yeah, these are the happy legs. Because mostly we're using the wooden legs. I said, okay, let's just try something new.
This is our popular product. It's called Africa Bookshelf. Some they use it as Africa wine stand. So it's the most selling product at the moment.
The customers that have called me is to make this into a study table. I think it will give kids more an idea to study while as if they're playing or something. Yeah, just to push them to study more. So, but yeah, it's one of our latest designs.
If you want to start a vegetable garden like me but don't have space, then this contraption would be your solution. Our personalities are sometimes reflected in home decor. With custom-made wooden furniture seen here at Sawano, one could fully express who they are with these avant-garde homeware pieces.
After the break, we check out what's been cooking in the restaurants during lockdown. Have you ever wondered what happened to the surplus food that farmers are still producing and restaurants are not using due to lockdown restrictions? Well, up next, Eloise joins in on a mission.
So today we're at the HDA Culinary School in Randburg, and this is where or what we call our share house, so our base for Chefs of Compassion. And you can see it's, the areas, it's a buzz with activity. We've got the students around helping us. We've got our volunteers. We have various culinary schools that have opened their doors to us over the last couple of weeks, and today sees most of these schools reopen to their students, and they're very kindly obliged by incorporating our project into their curriculum. So by this, it's also teaching the students or the young chefs that are coming into industry about food waste and how to also think on their toes and how to create recipes, menus, etc. going forth in their career. Basically, this is the area where all our produce that we rescue from the market, suppliers, farmers, and the general producers come here where it gets repacked and then off to the next hub, which is the kitchens, and then lastly then to the beneficiaries where these meals get fed to.
But what is rescued produce?
Rescued produce is basically produce that is literally being rescued from going into the bins. So we have a tagline here at Chefs of Compassion where we say feed bellies and not bins. So currently with the pandemic that we are all facing, there's a lot of surplus produce in the markets. There's a lot of food that's not being sold. There's a lot of farmers who are growing the produce but don't have the demand to meet the production. So this is where we are now going in or stepping in as the food rescuers, and we're taking off the supply of produce from farmers and the markets as well as suppliers, and we bring it through here and then it's fed through our various hubs and beneficiaries.
The hubs can be anyone with an open heart, an available kitchen, and their own vehicle to collect the produce. But it's mainly a contingent of about 300 chefs, restaurant owners, caterers, volunteers, and students from various culinary institutes. Neither the students nor the hubs know what produce to expect on a daily basis, so it makes food preparation very interesting.
This is where the fun aspect comes to it. So as chefs, we're driven by, passion, we're driven by excitement, and nothing gets more exciting than not knowing what you're going to be cooking. So this is what we term our mystery box Ready Steady Cook challenge. So the creative juices are currently flying. Chefs are thinking of what to do, but at the same time ensuring that the meals that we provide are still wholesome and nutritious.
One of those hubs is Infinity Foundation. This year, with elaborate June 16 celebrations scaled down across the country, we decided to extend our hands and our hearts on Joburg's coldest day to help pack the food prepared from rescued produce and distribute it to vulnerable communities across the city.
So Infinity Foundation is something I founded for quite a number of years. It started with Soccer Infinity, where I wanted to unite and rehabilitate youth through sport. So hosting soccer tournaments on cancer share-a-thon days. And through this pandemic, what came about was people needed food. It's these kind of attributes of our country have been there for a long time. It's just exposed in this pandemic, and we were at home and thought we could help.
After packing the veg parcels, it was on to phase 2, the warm food that was much needed on this very cold day.
If you look at how we prepare the meals, one is with love, and the other one is spirituality. We always put God first, and we believe that whatever our vision is, it will flourish, and that's what we have done today. It's a cost-effective meal, as much as tasty as it is. We found the technique of actually finding the right balance where it's cost-effective, and a lot of love comes from our family and friends who donates a bag of rice, who donates a gallon of oil, and that's something that we look forward to. And just with the small items, that hand-picked items from the shops, we are making a meal.
How many containers do you think we got from that pot?
Plus minus 300. Yeah.
Again, from after all this dishing and packing, where's our first stop?
The first stop, so obviously we had guys collect. Malaika organization picked up. We got Nkateko will take, and now we have an old age home coming to take. And then the remainder we're gonna actually do a street drop off. So I mean, this weather, it's perfect to actually address the people on the street. You get a lot of youngsters on the street as well. Yeah. So we're gonna do that.
Outside, the streets are wet and cold, but the usual hungry wanderers that roam the area are still out and about despite the harsh elements. We hit the Randburg city centre and find dozens of the country's vulnerable sitting under the makeshift tarps of the street vendors, all happy to receive a hot meal and a happy smile.
Well, we are still on our hiking trail, but stay tuned for more as we come back just after the break.
Jeffreys Bay wasn't dubbed the town of dreams for nothing. The residents of this coastal town are still making dreams come true. Under COVID-19, when they're not running food projects to alleviate hunger, they offer their neighbors food for the soul, music. A group of local musicians came up with a musical route that residents could enjoy during stipulated exercise times. The Lockdown Music Trail. Each artist performed in their driveway, and residents could plan their routes to enjoy various local performances. Michelle Willoff is a full-time musician and music teacher. She's also the organizer of the Lockdown Music Trail. Let's find out what inspired her to start the project.
So the idea of the trail was to plot your own trail. You had your map and you said, okay, I've got about 3 live music venues close to my own home. So because there was so many little venues, the idea was for people to not stand at one venue, but have a next one to go to. During the lockdown, we weren't able to perform as musicians, and I thought I'm going to have a little balcony concert on my balcony. The neighbors all sat on their patios and they loved what they heard, and they were quite uplifted as well. And I decided maybe I should do it during the exercise window in my driveway, and then the people that jog and walk past can hear the music and just be uplifted a bit. And then my mind went one step further, and I thought, why don't we include every musician that I can find and have them perform in their driveways, so that all joggers and all walkers, wherever they may walk, can follow the music. And that's how the idea of the Lockdown Music Trail was born.
Every mountain, for every stream, follow every byway till you find your dream.
We only had this very specific window that we were able to do it in. We had a specific set of rules under Lockdown 4 that didn't make any other format possible. So we had to be creative within the limits that we had. I imagined myself walking down the streets of J Bay or jogging and hearing music in the distance and thinking, hey, let me go see what that's all about, and following the music, and then seeing somebody else say, oh, but around the corner there's some more music. And you walk around the corner and you follow the music and find this flautist playing from her balcony, and you turn another corner and there's this beautiful, magnificent garden with a lady singing in her garden. Exactly what we were trying to do with this had been achieved. There was something to get up for on Saturday morning. We already had this community WhatsApp group, so I proposed my idea to those people and said they can spread it around to people who aren't on the WhatsApp group yet. And I got responses from the most bizarre and wonderful people. I was thankful for the community picking up on it so quickly and spreading the news so quickly, responding in such a positive way to support the musicians. But also I was satisfied and thankful for the musicians that put themselves out there and giving something for free for the benefit of other people. this was a way for the Jeffreys Bay musicians to bring live music back to the community.
Neighbors who never knew one another now friendly greet each other in the street. It's clear that restrictions cultivate creativity and that creativity cannot be put behind lock and key.
Sadly, that's all we have for you on today's show. You can catch up with us on our YouTube channel, that's Trendz on SABC News. From us, stay safe and stay warm.